guys, how's it going today? My name is SarahTube, and welcome back to another flipping and money-making live stream here today. Did you guys like that intro? Maybe a little bit too excessive, right? I was really into it though, so I had to throw it out there. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in today. You guys know the deal by this point. We're flipping with 1.28 billion GP today. I'm hoping to turn that around, maybe, just maybe turn a 3 mil profit in this short hour that we do have to flip. But that being said, let's not waste too much time. Let's head over to the Grand Exchange and welcome everybody to the stream today. Are your eardrums bleeding? I do apologize if that is the case, but who did I see in here waiting? We had Duarte, we had Alejandro as well. Welcome, guys. We had Liam S. and Matthias Peterson. Welcome, guys. Kavasa was here as well, and Duarte. So welcome, everybody. Benny as well stopping by. Good to see you guys. Let's get into the flipping here today. I am excited, man. Now, let's do the dragon darts first, and we do have a suggestion already coming in to try and do the dragon crossbow as well. So we'll definitely give that a look here as well, and we'll see what is going to work for us here today on the Grand Exchange. Now, we do have a pretty decent margin on the dragon darts right now. We're getting about 18 GP for every single one that we can flip. And again, I think I honestly check the dragon darts first every single time. Now, we're going to do the Amulet of Fury next because the Fury these past couple of days has been seeming to make a little bit of a price recovery. And we're going to take advantage of that recovery margin here as we do flip them for, well, a little bit less than 10k, which I typically would not flip, but we're just going to do it today because why not? World of RS says, hey Sierra, opinions on my Dynamite and Ward flip, thanks. I feel like a free man now. The Ward flip was it was a good thought process. It was good thinking behind that flip in specific, but the only problem with that flip was the item kept trending downwards. So you did make a pretty good exit, so you can't really complain too much about that, but it wasn't the worst flip I've ever seen, we'll put it that way. Now, it was a loss for everyone who has not seen the flip. The flip was posted in our Discord group. It was a 40 mil loss coming from World of RS. If you guys want to see that, I mean, it's not that funny of a loss, but it's a pretty significant loss. If you want to see how some people with more GP are taking these big losses, then feel free to join us on Discord with the link in the description below. We have good flips in there. We have bad flips in there. We share it all. That Discord is just about teaching you guys how to flip with your cash stack. And if we can help you out and teach you how to do something new, then we are succeeding. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get some of the Dragon Hunter crossbows going as well. We've got the Furies and the Dragon crossbows flipping very, very fast right now. So I want to make sure we take advantage of maybe some items that are going to take a little bit longer to trade. We'll get the 4 of the Dragon Hunter crossbows listed as well. And we're actually going to do the Abyssal Bludgeon pretty early on too. And then we'll follow that up with the Abyssal Whip. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll cycle in into some Just This Year sets. But how are you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. Welcome to the stream today, man. I've been streaming so much recently, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. Also, guys, this is exciting news, okay? I have picked an official day where we're going to do the 24-hour live stream. So I hope you guys are excited. That will be scheduled tonight. So you guys are going to see that scheduled on YouTube. So I'm not going to say when it is yet. Once it's scheduled tonight, you'll see it. And I'll make sure everybody in the Discord group knows. But that is going to be such an insane stream. If you guys don't know the concept of that stream yet, it's going to be how much money we can make in 24 hours. Not only from flipping, it's 24 hours straight, by the way. Not only from flipping, but it's going to be flipping, Slayer, anything we want to do as long as it makes us money. That is accessible to us. So, of course, we're going to try to make as much as we can, but it's not the primary focus. Matthias Peterson says, what's going on? Good to see you, can I just call you Matthias, I guess I'll call you. Good to see you, Matthias. Thank you for stopping by. Now, we've got 705 mil. What should we do with it next? Let's check out the Rune Darts next. We're going to see if we can get a good margin on this because I know a couple people in my Discord group have been flipping this item back and forth these past couple of days, and they've been doing pretty well with them. We're only looking at a 5 GP margin right now. I guess it's worth it. We'll go ahead and try to hit this really quick. I think we should be able to get that. I don't see any reason not to be able to get that, but would you have sold too or kept holding? I probably would have sold as well, World. when you start to experience a significant loss, sometimes it's best to just, take the loss, sell the item, and just have it be that. Now let's do the Armadyl Godsword next. And maybe we'll list the Justiciar set as well in the final slot. I was flipping the Armadyl Godsword earlier today, and it had like a pretty big crash. It does look like the price has recovered for the most part, but again, we're going to take advantage of this pretty big margin here. Typically, you're not even gonna, these days, you're not going to get 20k on the Armadyl Godsword, so even seeing a 20k alone as a margin is quite good for that. And we're going to list the Amulets of Fury as well. Again, I believe we are getting about 8k on those, which is not fantastic, but I've definitely done them for less, and I'm not proud of that. Cavasso, welcome back to the stream, man. And Matthew says, you can call me whatever. Dad? Can I call you Dad? Kidding, of course. Alright, we've got some flips moving right now, guys. The Dragon Darts kind of look like they've already stopped moving, so we're actually going to do another margin check on those just really, really quick. Let's see what the buy price is for those. Ooh, it did move up a little bit for us. Actually, a pretty big movement upwards, it looks like. What were we selling? I guess it's not as big as we thought, so we'll go ahead and just list the limit again and let that do its thing. We are having a good amount of movement on the Grand Exchange here, guys. Kavasa says, nice video, by the way. I loved it. Thank you, Kavasa. If you guys haven't seen the new video on the channel, I did a flipping challenge that I just posted on there earlier today at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I had a really fun time filming that. I really like filming the flipping challenges, so I'm thinking about maybe trying to bring, maybe like every other week or something, we'll do a flipping challenge to put on the channel. Right now, I put a lot of effort into some guides that I want to release. I think you guys really want to see these guides that I have, and just kind of see my insight into how I flip certain items, how I flip certain high margin items. I think that is kind of what you guys want to see, so we're definitely going to focus on that for you guys and get that settled. It just takes kind of a lot of effort to do some of those guides, so I do apologize on the delay. I am a pretty busy man myself. Now we've got the Justiciar sets advertising like a 250k margin almost. We're going to list them for 45,510,000, I guess. And we'll just leave a couple of those to do their thing here. I do expect this flip to take quite some time, so we might be sitting on that for about 30 minutes into this stream. What is your opinion on the president getting the coronavirus? Do you wish him recovery? I don't know. Like, of course I don't want our US president to die. I don't think that would be very good. We actually didn't we just get we actually made a pretty good profit on those Dragon Hunter crossbows. 168k so far. I guess it's not as good as I thought, but it's definitely not bad. It's definitely been our best flip so far today. I was actually hoping we'd make a little bit more money on those, but I guess that's not the case. We do have 9 of these Dragon crossbows as well. I think we're just going to turn around and sell them. The margin on them is okay. They're not great, but these are typically a pretty quick flip, so you can just kind of buy them up and just list them back, and you shouldn't really have a lot of problems. We already got one Justiciar set as well, guys. Let's turn around and sell that here. 45,735 maybe, and I'm hoping that sells pretty quickly. World of RS says the Lance is now low again. It is at 75 mil with a little bit of a wink there. Hey, if you invest in the Lances or the Dragon Hunter crossbows, you could be waiting a while. I'm just saying. Sorry, I know you asked Sierra, but I want the answer as well, says Kavasa. He says, I think he's done all that BS just because he wanted some stocks to go up or down so he can buy in. It's possible. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a, politician, so I don't want to talk about politics. Anyway. Mitchell Wolf says, SierraTube is goated. Good to see you, Mitchell Wolf. Thank you for stopping by today, and leave a like if you guys are enjoying the stream. Dude, my nose is freaking itchy, man. I don't want to, scratch it on stream. That's kind of weird. Hassan Nagaria, I think is how I say your name. Apologies if I butchered it. He says, I've learned a lot from your videos. Thank you. No problem, man. Hopefully the live streams can help you out as well. And if you are enjoying this live stream, Hassan, then please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. And I'm sure you're subscribed if my videos have been helping, so not even going to ask that. Thank you guys for stopping by today. We're making as much as possible here on the live stream today and showing you guys the ins and outs of the items that I flip every day on the Grand Exchange. So if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to drop a like and let's keep going. And on top of that, guys, if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything related to flipping in old school RuneScape, be sure to let me know. I would love to help you out. 2,349 is what we're going to sell the Dragon Darts for. It looks like someone just dumped a massive supply on top of us, so it's going to be an interesting situation, that one. Oh, Liam putting a great reminder in here. Let me remind everyone. Liam said, who in the chat has submitted a flip for this month's flipping challenge? Guys, if you didn't know, we are having a flipping challenge within our Discord group. The most unique, I guess, it's kind of hard to explain, but we have an entire set of rules posted in the Discord group. Link in the description below to that. But there is currently 20 mil up for grabs in the Discord group to the winner of the flipping challenge. And this flipping challenge, it's not a profit flipping challenge, really. It's just the most unique flip that you can possibly do with your cash stack. And the flip that gets the most votes in the end is going to win. So all the community is going to be voting for who wins. And I'm not giving it a great explanation, but just go check out the rules on our Discord group if you want to enter that. We've got a great community going over there, and honestly, I think everyone's really excited for the flipping competition. This month's flipping competition theme is Halloween themed, so we'll get your spook on and go submit a flip. Let's see, we got 786 million GP. I guess we'll do the Dragon Hunter Lance as well. If we're doing the Dragon Hunter crossbow, we might as well check out the Lance here as well. And we'll see if we can get a good margin going on this thing here today. I don't know what's with the Dragon Hunter items these days. I think the trade volume is, extremely high, and I think it's clear to see that, the Dragon Hunter Lance is at a pretty stable point, it seems. At least in my opinion. Like, I'm getting less than 100k margins on the Dragon Hunter items, and that is very not typical. Typically, you're gonna get much bigger margins on top of these, on top of the Dragon Hunter items, so I don't know why they're so low right now. Halloween setup stream soon? Or are you going to remain a flipper in a suit the whole year round? Well, World of RS, when we come to the Grand Exchange, we come to do business, and every time we're doing business, we're wearing a suit, man. So, I don't know if we're going to do any sort of dressing up on the stream. I don't have a costume, and I'm not going to buy one for the stream, I've got to be honest. Sorry, guys. If I let you down, take it in stride. These lances are buying a little bit quicker than I would have liked, so I'm going to turn around and make sure we sell them for a decent price here. The only reason I say they're buying faster than I'd like is typically if an item buys really quickly after you list it, your price listing might just be a little bit too high, and the margin could be coming down on you, and it could even crash on you. So you want to be very, very careful when you list items and they start buying really quickly, especially if it's on margin. In before donating huge amount for costume. No, please don't donate for a costume. I don't want a costume. I don't want to wear one. I don't need one. This is my costume, man. The suit is the costume. Give me 1 second here, guys. How's the microphone sound today? Is it good today? I tried to look into some stuff to see if I could get it fixed up, and hopefully it doesn't have any issues here today. But I think it's working. So Looks like everything is moving without too much of a problem here, guys. We are actually selling those dragon darts as well, and we did get dumped on for those, so I'm very, very happy with that performance on that. Let's go ahead and try maybe the Bandos chestplate. Now, the Bandos chestplate, it's a staple item here on the stream. I'm basically hitting the Bandos chestplate and the Bandos tassets anytime they come off their 4-hour limit. Again, you can flip 8 of these every 4 hours, and with the margin check, you're getting about, 7 every 4 hours? So, it's actually a really good item as long as you can afford it. It sounds good. Okay, thank you guys. Welcome everybody to the live chat today. We got Lewintaggy's popping in here. We got Gladiator Beastmaster as well. We got Randall Hall in here as well. Welcome everybody. Thank you for stopping by today. We're already up in profit here on the stream today. 15 minutes in, 387k in profit, and it's all green from here, guys. We've actually had a decent amount of flips going. Things are flipping relatively fast, I would say. It's basically an average day here on the Grand Exchange. Decent margins, decent trading speed. Things are looking good. We're going to turn around and get rid of these rune darts. I think we can find something a little bit better. And the item that's going to take the place is the toxic blowpipe. I keep forgetting to flip the toxic blowpipe, but it's also a really, really good flip. So just keep that in mind. The toxic blowpipe, especially right now, since it is basically at all-time lows. Okay, every time, man, I swear, every time I say something is a good flip, I completely get screwed on it. It's not even a 1k margin. Oh my god, man. I'm telling you, I just have to put a zipper over my mouth and just not say anything when I go to flip some of these items. Jeez Louise. Anyway, guys, we're gonna find something else in place of that then, and nothing better than the Necklace of Anguish to follow that up. We'll also go ahead and list one of the Amulets of Torture as well. Some of these Zenyte items, they kind of look like they might start a little bit of a price recovery here. Just a little bit of lag there. No way. Wait, is that real? What? What? Am I being lied to? I don't think this is gonna flip at all, honestly. I would be very surprised if we are able to flip a few of those Necklaces of Anguish, but we're definitely going to give it a shot, on live stream here today, and we're going to see if we can capitalize on that margin, because if we can, that is going to be some significant profit that we can take into our cash stack. Welcome everybody to the stream today. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you are enjoying it. Be sure to leave a like if you are, and give me 1 second here so I can turn on my AC. I should do it before the stream. I don't know why I forget. And we are back. It only takes a second, guys. It only takes a second. Did you miss me while I was gone? I bet you did. Dude, World of RS always asks these really deep questions that totally get me off track from flipping. Now he says, what is the most memorable ritual from your childhood that you used to have that now isn't present anymore, but you wish it was? By ritual, I mean memory/activity. That's a really good question. Now, I would say the last day of school ritual where you're on the bus, you're gonna get dropped off at your house and it's the last day of school, or just the last day of school in general. That day, what an incredible day. There was no better feeling. You knew as soon as that bell rang that you were freaking done for the summer and you could play RuneScape all summer. You didn't have to worry about anything, and that was always, a fond memory of mine. Lord Guthix in the house. Good to see you, Citizen23, also known as Lord Guthix. Thank you for stopping by, man. And welcome. You're a little bit late today, but I'll give you a pass this time. Matthias Peterson also says there is a 34 GP profit on the Dragon Dart tips. We'll take a look once we clear up another item slot here and see if we can take advantage of that margin. We are going to knock up the crossbow margin just a little bit. Now I'm hoping we can actually go ahead and get a few of these flipped, because we did spend a good amount of money on the margin check, and I would like to flip at least 1 or 2 so we can make up for that margin check cost. Hassan says you're back at home on the last day and you're like, dang, never again for a few months. I know, it was such an incredible feeling. Also, just graduations in general, high school, college, those are always good times as well. But that's not really childhood. You know, so I've got a bunch of funny, like, RuneScape stories from when I was younger, so I've got them all saved up for the live stream. We're going to tell them on that 24-hour live stream, and it's going to be a blast. So I'm honestly so excited for that 24-hour live stream. I hope you guys all stop by at one point. I have never streamed for more than 6 hours. That is the most I've ever streamed. And going for 24 hours straight is going to be a huge challenge for me. So if you could stop by that stream to say, hey, SarahTube, I hope you're doing good. Keep going. You're going to make it. That would be appreciated. So Jared says, I got screwed on the Dragon Dart tips today. It is a risky flip at the moment. It's definitely a risky flip. It's always actually been a risky flip. Now, the nice thing about the Dragon Dart tips that I personally really like is they tend to like do what I call gapping a lot, where there's only like a little bit of supply at one point, and above that, the next spot is like, I don't know, a couple hundred GP above it. So you can actually make a lot of money if you get lucky on those Dragon Dart tips. It just takes a little bit of luck to actually get that. Okay, if these Necklaces of Anguish sell, that would be amazing, but I really don't think we're going to have any luck on those. Will it be over the weekend, the 24-hour live stream? It will not be. I'm going to schedule the 24-hour live stream tonight, right after this stream. If you guys message me on Discord or anything like that, and you want to know when it is, how you can, support or how you can help, or when it's going to happen, I'll let you know. So we'll definitely get it scheduled. We'll make an announcement. It's going to be in about a week from now, though. What will you be doing in the 24-hour live stream, says Hassan. When will it be? PVM or flipping? Again, I'm going to schedule it right after this. I know when it is, but I don't want to say when it is yet. But literally right after this, I'll let you guys know. Oh my god. The Necklace of Anguish. What? Yo, we basically got, what is that? It's got to be a massive margin on that. 195k in profit so far. Oh my goodness. Can it be, man? Can it be? We're going to go ahead and try to get a few more of those. What an incredible random flip. That is very, very not typical of the Grand Exchange to give us something like that, especially on the Necklace of Anguish. Very happy with it. But Hassan, we're going to be doing, it's going to be 24 hours of money making. So anything that's related to making money in old school RuneScape is what we're going to be doing. So, it could be doing bossing, it could be Slayer, it could be skilling. As long as it brings in some level of profit, we're going to do it. So, of course, I'm going to be trying to make as much as I possibly can, but the live stream is not going to be just focused on flipping or just focused on making money. I mean, it is focused on making money, but not as much money as possible. So I'm not going to be trying super hard, but we're just going to be casually doing money makers in the game, and it's going to be with you guys. We're going to chat. We're going to have a lot of fun. Every 2 hours on that live stream, I will be spinning a wheel, and every 2 hours, we're going to be doing a challenge from that wheel that I've got to do. So there's one that's like 30 minutes of rune crafting, one's like chug a beer, one's stick my head in ice water. There's a bunch that we have on there, but it's going to be a blast. Stonks Alert says Yan. What's up, Yan? Good to see you, man. Can you guys hear the music okay? Is everything good? Am I good? I feel good. But is everything on your end good? That's what I care about. And of course, I also care about how many likes this video gets. So if you don't drop a like, the Grand Exchange gods will not send profits your way. So that's just what they told me. I mean, you can risk it and not like this video, but hey. I'm trying to think of creative ways to get more likes on the video. So if I'm trying a couple things and I sound stupid, just let me know. So we are going to go ahead. We're already at 1.4 mil in profit, which is so crazy already. We're going to do the Sanguesti staff next. Now, this is a risky flip. I honestly don't recommend that you go ahead and margin check this all the time because, again, it's something that's pretty risky. That being said, my name is SarahTube, and I do risky flips very often, and I do them on live stream where I probably should not be doing them. But it's for you guys. The content is for you guys. So don't forget the pizza. You got to have a good one. Yeah, Liam, I've got the pizza. Don't worry. That's my favorite one. So I put it on there immediately. You stocking up on coffee? Probably. We'll probably have one coffee in the morning and then maybe a Red Bull at some other point in the night. But I don't want to overdo it on the caffeine because then my commentary is going to go insane. You guys know how I get when I get amped up. It gets a little bit crazy up in here. Now we're going to do the Sanguesti staffs for 121,995,995 GP each. We're going to list that, let it do its thing. Hopefully that brings us that sweet, sweet profit that we are looking for. We're also going to knock up the Justiciar set just about, I don't know, maybe like a 15k boost to that. And we'll see if we can get a few more of those going. We did buy and sell one, so we made up for the margin check cost on that, which is really great. We're at the 1.1 mil mark, 24 minutes into the live stream. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for stopping by today, and leave a like if you are enjoying the stream. Now, Sierra, do you do 120 mil margin checks? Man, I'm scared to do a 3 mil margin check. I do. It's not a smart thing to do. You honestly should not be doing a margin check on the Sanguesti staff, but when I'm on live stream, I don't want to like pull up GE Tracker and, you know, search for items, try to figure out the margin, list the margin, and have it not buy. That just seems a little bit inefficient, so I try to just manually check everything that I do on live stream just to make it more exciting, show you guys the process, and on top of that, save some time. We might cut back on the rest of them, though. Yeah, actually, that sounds like a good idea. We're going to cut back on the rest of the Sanguestis right now. We're just going to try to flip the 2 that we already have, and then we're going to go from there. Rage Virus also stopping by. He says, "Hi, Sierra. How is the flipping session going?" Rage Virus, it is going fantastic. Thank you for asking, and thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it, Rage. Now, we've got 564 million GP. What should we put it into next? I was thinking, you know, we could do the Imbued Heart, but I don't want to do that quite yet. Let's go ahead and try the Diamond Dragon Balls E. Now, I actually had a pretty good overnight on these Diamond Dragon Balls E last night. We actually ended up making, I think it was 550k about, on the overnight for the Diamond Dragon Balls E, and this is a super high price on the Diamond Dragon Balls E right now, considering last night I bought these for 940, so that's a 90 GP increase from last night's price. I would be very careful if you are flipping those right now, and specifically overnight. They could drop pretty low, so I would say probably 950, 960 is a realistic price to see overnight on those items. Now, on top of that, guys, we did get those Sanguesti staffs sold, so we're going to go ahead and list a few more of those, a little bit higher than our previous price, but not by much. Looking tasty so far with a slice of pizza coming in from Rage Virus. Oh man, I would love some pizza right now. Up 1.7 mil already, guys. We're doing a really great job here on the exchange today. Let's go ahead and do... I'm trying to think of some things that they're going to flip a little bit faster. They're going to cycle a little bit faster, make us some GP nice and easy here. And the perfect item for that is going to be the Zolwer Scales. And yes, I flip Zolwer Scales with a 1.3 bill cash stack. That would be a good t-shirt. I flip Zolwer Scales with max cash. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and list them. It is a 2 GP margin on those, so we're not going to make a ton, but it's going to be worth it in my personal opinion. And we're going to follow that up with the Primordial Boots. Primordial Boots, they trade a lot faster than you would expect. But again, the margins are a bit smaller, and on top of that, the limit is actually 15 every 4 hours, and the margin's smaller, limit's higher. It's a pretty good flip, but today we're only getting about a 10k margin on it, so we're going to flip it a few times, and then we're going to take it off the shelf, and then put it back on the shelf. Ancestral Hat is also a great flip. Good recommendation coming from Citizen23. We might look into that. We'll have to see, man. Ajidor, I think that's how I say your name. Apologies if I got that wrong. He says, when I'm flipping highly traded items, such as runes or ores, would a 3 GP margin be worth it? Great question. It depends. If you're flipping in free-to-play, or you're flipping with, I would say, under 10 mil, then yes, a 3 GP margin is worth it. I would take 3 GP margins very, very often when I had a smaller cash stack, and I was never really disappointed. With those lower amounts of cash, you can tend to find a lot of high volume items to go and flip. So if you flip the limit of one item, just go find something else to do. I could list a million high volume items for you to flip, honestly, off the top of my head too. And if you want me to do that, be sure to put me to the test, because I will go crazy. Anyway, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I'm always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy, so hopefully you do enjoy it. And let's go ahead and try to bump up these crossbows a little bit more here because they're not really working out for us here today, which is a little bit unfortunate. That's going to be the last price bump that we do on the crossbows. If those don't end up buying, we're just going to move away from the item. And I think we've got enough bandage chest plates as well. Those they were working and then they slowed down a lot. So let's just go ahead and list the rest of those. Oh, they're selling really quickly. We'll just let.
Duarte says, Sierra, do you have a video for overnight flipping? I do have a video for overnight flipping on the channel. It's a little bit older. I did one quite a while ago, but we are planning on making an updated guide for you guys, so stay tuned for that. We also have the high margin item flipping video coming as well, so I know you guys are excited about that.
Better. That's when we're gonna call that the stream demon.
And I'll be sure to fix that up. Sorry about that, guys. It should be fixed at this point. Yeah, it's better. Fantastic. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Anyway, the wind tag, thank you for letting me know, man. Now,
Better. It should be better. I hope it's better. Anyway, this microphone, man. It might be the cable. I don't know exactly what it is. Okay, it's better. Thank goodness, man. And the crossbows are starting to buy as well. Very good. We got to get that microphone fixed up for that 24-hour stream, dude. Because who's going to be up at 1 in the morning to tell me that my microphone now sounds demonic? Now, we're going to list the Sanguesti staffs again. Hopefully, those do end up buying up. We're going to cut back on the Necklaces of Anguish. I feel like that was a one-time flip. We're not going to get that again, so we'll stay away from it. We're already 2 mil in profit, 31 minutes into the stream. What a profit session today. We have been crushing it on this live stream here. We're going to do the Bandos Tacit next, and I think we said we were going to do the Abyssal Whips in one of our additional slots. The Abyssal Whips are more of a passive flip. You kind of set them and forget them. And I want to list them because they don't require much maintenance, and any flip that doesn't really require a lot of maintenance, to me, is quite a nice flip. So I typically do the Abyssal Whips during the day. I also do the Grimy Renarweed, Torstol, Snapdragon. Those are all really great passive flips. So we're actually going to do the Grimy Renarweed as well. Now, this has actually gone on a little bit of a price run here recently, so we have to be careful with our price listing. That doesn't seem legit to me. That seems a little bit concerning, considering that this morning, they were trading for a lot lower. We'll just do 3K at first. I'm a little bit afraid that might go south, so we got to keep a close eye on that. Cha-ching says Rage Virus. We're going to cash in on as many good margins as we can here today. We are making... It's better? Okay, cool. I will be up. Thank you, Duarte. I appreciate that, man. So we're going to be careful with this Grimy Renarweed again. Now, let's do the Prayer Potions. A very simple, I would say, like, if you want to flip Prayer Potions, you should probably have at least 25 to 30 mil. It's a pretty good amount to do the Prayer Potions with. It's not a super risky flip, but at the same time, it's not the easiest flip. So just be careful. They're quite competitive as well, so just be careful. Duarte says, because I'm on the other side of the planet. Hey, we need people like you. We need the international community to band together to push me through the 24-hour stream. Let me adjust that camera a little bit. I tried to flip the Dragonfire Shields. I've had them for 2 days. You might want to go ahead and sell those Dragonfire Shields. It is possible that they do recover, but at the same time, it is also possible that they continue to trend downwards. So just be a little bit careful with those. That goes for everyone. If you're sitting on a position that, for example, it just didn't really go too well, maybe an overnight that you tried to sell during the day, and now, you know, you were in the profit, but you couldn't sell them, so now you're in the negative. One of my personal tips is, if you do an overnight flip and it goes poorly, do not hold that item. you will hold it to oblivion because you will get emotional about the item and you're going to want it to recover. If you're thinking from an overnight time frame, right, you're thinking of flipping an item in maybe 8 to 12 hours, if that fails, just sell the item. Because when you originally set the flip, you set the flip with the intention that you would go ahead and sell it in an 8 to 12 hour time frame. Now you're holding it for 24 or 48 hours. You didn't plan for that originally, and you could put yourself in a very bad situation. So just be careful. It's all about not losing money today, guys. Come on. 2 mil in profit, guys, going super, super well today, and we got that second pair of the Sanguesti staves off. Super, super nice. We're going to do another pair of those just because they've been doing so well for us here on stream today. We're going to do another set. We're also getting these dragon darts off very, very slowly, but I'm happy about it because we are walking away with profit on those, so we can't complain too much. Also, the Justiciar sets, I think we lost the margin on that. We did trade one of them, so we actually made up for the margin, which is, honestly, that's good enough for me. We're going to go ahead and put something else there. And this was a flip we did the other stream, or I don't know, maybe it was a couple streams back, but it is a really, really nice, solid flip that I love to do. And it is the Staff of Light. Someone recently reminded me about this item because to be quite honest, I totally forgot about this item, and it's honestly, it's one of those, like, I'm not going to say it's a secret flip, but it's definitely not flipped as often as other items, which makes it have a pretty good margin compared to, again, other items like the Toxic Blowpipe, even the Toxic Staff. It does a lot better than that. We'll take a look at the Toxic Staff, though. We'll see if we can get a few of these going here. Looks like a lot of stuff, for the most part, has decent margins today. We're having a lot of luck. John Vegas says, how is it going, big guy? Just tuning in. John, good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping by. And if you are enjoying the stream, John, please leave a like. It helps me out a lot, man. No worries that you're a little bit late. You're just on time to learn a few money-making tips, tricks, and strategies here with your host, with the most, ZeroTube. Now, we're going to go ahead and... 714 mil, like, what do we even do with that? I'm thinking, let's try the Tormented Bracelet is what we're going to do next. We did get pretty lucky with both of these Zenyte items tonight, so we might as well go ahead and try to do another Zenyte item. The only ones we haven't done yet are the Ring of Suffering and the Tormented Bracelet. And again, really strong margins on some of the Zenyte stuff tonight. I don't know the reasoning for it, but again, I do think it's going to be sort of a risky flip. So we're going to play it pretty passive. We're not going to chase the margin too much, as I do think it could go in a very south direction and very fast. But flipping it looks really, really good right now. We're having very strong margins on a lot of these higher traded items, things that typically have not been showing great margins for the past couple weeks, 2-3 weeks. They're starting to have pretty large margins. For example, on this, not the Sanguesti staff, but the Staff of Light was advertising like 300k or something ridiculous. So we're trying to take advantage of those margins here today, and it's kind of an odd time of day to get margins like that. And the reason I say that is we're kind of flipping at RuneScape prime time right now. It's basically, what is it, our time? 5:30 my time or something like that, Eastern Standard Time. And so we have people from the East Coast getting off. We have people still on that are in the United Kingdom and Europe, in that area. So right now is prime time. There's a lot of trades going on, a lot of competition, but even on top of that, that being said, the margins are really, really good. So that's typically not the case. Typically during prime time, what actually happens to your flips is your items are going to trade a lot faster, but at the same time, the margins are going to be harder to get, and they're going to be smaller because there's going to be a lot of competition on everything. Mike LaPanda says 35 people watching and only 19 likes. Come on, guys, support this supermodel. I am far from a supermodel, but I appreciate the compliment. Oh, man. Now, see, as soon as I start talking about how great these items are, everything stops moving on the exchange. Let's be patient. Let's wait a little bit and see how things go. 1.2 mil in profit. Let me hold my tongue. So things are going really well right now. West says, how are the margins, mate? Margins are fantastic right now. Things are looking really great on the exchange today, and I'm very happy about it. Now, let's do the Basilisk Jaw next. This is not an item I don't know if I've, excuse me, ever flipped this on stream, to be quite honest. A really poor margin today, but we're going to go ahead and flip maybe 2 of them, try to make up for the margin cost and a little bit more, and we'll get out of that item. Lots of stuff all stale all of a sudden. Don't really know what happened there. We're just going to move everything around a little bit. It's like a giant puzzle, right? You got to shift the blocks around a little bit to find out where the flips are sitting, find out the right margins for everything. There is also, of course, competition on the exchange, and you want to try to dominate that competition. You want to get out in front of that. You want to have the most aggressive listings most of the time, and let you know when you're active flipping, I'm saying. So you want to be on top of everything. You want to be active. You want to be aggressive. You got to get those margins out and settled. So we're going to try to find some I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just going to give up on it. We're going to do the armadillo helmet next. Super low priced item right now. And I'm not really sure why. This is typically an item that sits a lot higher. And the armadillo helmet does not really have a great margin. So we'll check out the armadillo chain skirt instead. I do expect the chain skirt margin to be quite good. Considering the Bandos Tassets had a pretty good margin, usually that means some... wow. I should just hold my tongue. I don't know why I forget to do this. Let's see. Let's try to flip this Staff of Light in the meantime with this open slot we have. We might as well put it to work. We're going to list that and let it do its thing. We literally have 1 bill sitting idle. That is actually a problem. We want to make sure that we can get as much GP as possible deployed onto the exchange and moving around. So I'm going to try to shift a couple of items again, see if I can go ahead and try to sell some of this stuff off, because we want to make sure we clear up other slots. We can use this money. And anyway, I've been ignoring the chat. What is up, everyone? What's up in the chat, man? Let me get to some guys' questions. West says, okay, I will do my part in 15 minutes. Sounds good, West. Josh Jones as well stopping by. He says, what is up, Sierra? How is it going so far? Josh Jones, it is going fantastic. We're having a lot of great margins today, and I'm surprised because it's prime time. The margins should be pretty small right now, but there should be a lot of competition. I'm finding really big margins, but a lot of competition as well. So we're trying to push through that, get past that, and again, get our items sold. Kavasa is saying, oh, sorry, Wes says, did you flip the Dragon Crossbow in the afternoon when I PM'd? I did. I didn't really make a lot of money on it. Kavasa says, what do you think about the Pharaoh Scepter? I didn't hear if you replied or not. Sorry. I saw your comment, but I did not say anything about the Pharaoh Scepter. Pharaoh Scepter, it's a pretty good flip. It's not something I typically do myself, although I know a lot of people that do it. It's something that's been trending downward a lot, so I'm sure the margins are pretty good. It's definitely not an easy item to sell, though. That is for sure. Wild Muffin says, what's poppin', Sierra? Good to see you, Wild Muffin. Thank you for stopping by. I was just typing Armored Chain Skirt as one of my favorite items, then I saw that the margin and rephrased that message. Yeah, I also really like the Armored Chain Skirt, but I actually don't recommend that you do a manual margin check on the Armadillo Chain Skirt, and here's why. For some reason, every time I do a manual check on them, I feel like I'm paying a lot of money back to the exchange, and I feel like you can just probably use GTracker for that and still get a decent price listing. I don't know. Do you feel like you lose a lot of money on the margin check for those? I mean, that means the margin is good to begin with, but at the same time, you don't want to be paying these huge expensive margin checks constantly, because if things start to go south, and for example, if margins start crashing all around, which is definitely a thing, like you'll notice that during certain times, a lot of PVM items will start crashing. So if you're flipping 2 PVM items, you could lose money on both. So you want to try to avoid margin check costs as much as possible, especially on more expensive items. But sometimes it's worth paying that premium and taking that risk to get the most accurate margin. Although I'll say I don't typically do it a ton. On live streams, I do it all the time, but that's just because it's very convenient. It's very easy for me to show you how I'm finding the item prices and everything like that. Matthias says, I'm heading off, mate. Good luck on the flips. Thank you, Matthias. I do appreciate that. Hopefully you did enjoy the stream, and leave a like if you did, man. Guardian Boots, flip it. We could do the Guardian Boots. Not something oh, wow. Great on the Tassets there. The Guardian Boots are not something I love to flip. They are a very, very strong flip, I will say that. But they're also pretty hard to flip. I'm going to admit to that. They're not something I like to do on live stream, really. They do take some time. Let me take a little sip of water here, guys. Cheers. Marlon Mendez says, what can you flip with 175 mil? 175 mil is an amazing amount to flip with, especially if you're just starting out and trying to learn. So Marlon, let me ask you this, man. Are you new to flipping? Are you an experienced flipper? That's going to be important. Like, if you have at least a couple weeks of flipping experience, my item recommendations are going to be a lot different than if you are brand new to flipping. Smoldering stones, not going to do the smoldering stones. It's just not something I really like. I need something that's going to trade a little bit faster. It's going to be a little bit better. Wide-Eyed Bass says, Sierra, can I send you a trade? Yes, give me 1 second. Let me just go ahead and list these next few items, and then I will definitely take your trade, man. Jeez. Let's try the Armadillo chestplate instead, and we'll also check the Armadillo crossbow. We'll see if we can get a good margin on both of these. We'll just let everything else sit for now. I don't think we need any major adjustments here. Pretty good margin on the Armadillo chestplate. We'll go ahead and list a few of those here. I guess we'll try and do 7. We'll just try to do a full limit of those. And on top of that, let's check the Armadillo crossbow as well. Let's see if we can get a good margin going on these. Oh, we did sell one of these staffs of late. Very nice. We might have to adjust that margin just a little bit on the buy price, that is. I think the sell price is actually fine, but it doesn't really seem like the buy price is doing too much for us here. Maybe it's just a slow flip. Maybe it's just a slow flip. We'll let it sit for a little bit. And we have these 3 tormented bracelets. Let's go ahead and list those and let them do their thing. We've got a trade coming in from, I believe, Wide-Eyed Bass. So let's go ahead and collect it here today. 2.8 mil in profit, guys. 45 minutes into the stream. 78,000 vials of water coming in from Wide-Eyed Bass. Thank you, man. I do appreciate the donation, dude. Honestly, we've gotten so many vial of water donations recently. I would imagine that the vial of water stack is very, very close to, let me see. 20 mil. It's probably pretty close to 21 mil if I had to guess. But anyway, we're going to let that sit. And oh my goodness, man. The tormented bracelets, all the Zenite jewelry tonight is going insane. We've had some really great margins on that stuff. Also, let's give another quick price check to the Grimy Renard weed. 6738. Okay, we'll do that. A little bit under that. I told you it was going to be a riskier flip. That margin is going to come right down, and it's going to start trading, like, the Renard is going to start trading at like a 5 GP margin, and then it's going to crash below. Guaranteed. I know the Grimy Renard weed price movements very, very well. Okay, we got 2 salves of light there. Very nice. We could go ahead and flip the Ceridome Godsword, but I think the imbued... Wow, we're already at 3 mil profit? What the heck? That was fast. Anyway, I think the imbued heart is going to be a good flip for us to try out here. I do expect there to be a pretty decent margin on these things. It's not that great, but it is good enough to definitely go ahead and flip. Now, we're going to do maybe 4 of those for now. If we do succeed on those, we'll go ahead and do... Oh my... What? Why did that? Why did that? That was weird. Okay. That's a weird situation. That very rarely happens. Sometimes that will happen, though, if you do a margin check, and immediately after listing the item, it's going to instantly start buying. It's very rare, though. Jesus Villarreal says, hello, Sierra. Nice to see you again. Good, man. Good to see you, Jesus. Thank you for stopping by, man. Smallcroft says, what do you work as? I work as the margin manager at the Grand Exchange, trading items efficiently and effectively to make your trading experience a pleasure. Not scripted, by the way. Sierra, you have 1 bill sitting there. Flip something! Yeah, we're doing our best, man. What's happening now is on these live streams, I have too much GP. Like, I can't deploy all this GP on one account, so what we're going to do in the future, in a couple future streams, I got to figure out a way to set it up, is we're going to flip 2 accounts at once. So that way we're going to make more profit, and we're going to be able to use our cash a little bit more effectively because... you know, recently, like, we've had, like, huge amounts of money just sitting on the sidelines, and we got to take advantage of that, man. Wow, you really made that believable. Wow, nothing, I'm glad. See, I could just pass a job interview like that, man. So, what do you do? Oh, I'm a Grand Exchange trader. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to list 3 imbued hearts, about 40k under the margin that we checked for. And the reason we're actually doing that is because for some reason, they instantly started buying when we put our buying offer in there after we did a margin check. It's kind of a weird situation to explain. But anyway, we're going to back out of those Bandos Tacits. We actually did end up making a profit on those in the end. But we have to cycle into another item because I think we lost the margin on the Tacits. And I'm not going to pay for another margin check on it. Luckily, we did escape the Grimy Renard Weed. Very nice. And the Zamorakian Hostas have, like, what, a 20k margin, which is actually pretty low for them. Typically, when I'm flipping the Hosta, I want to get, like, 50 to 100k. Honestly, the Hosta will advertise really great margins a lot of the time, so you should honestly check it out as much as possible if you are an experienced flipper, if you're working with, I would say, about 150 mil, you can look into flipping the Hosta. Let's do the Stamina Potion next. Again, guys, these live streams are to teach you guys how to flip certain items and show you items that I love personally that I think you can flip as well on your own time. So if you guys have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything related to flipping, please let me know. Be sure to join us in our Discord group as well. We've got a ton of members in there that are all dedicated to flipping and teaching flipping in RuneScape. So whether you're a beginner or an experienced flipper, we would love to have you in that Discord group. Again, link in the description below. 3 mil in profit so far, guys. Things are going extraordinary today. I don't know why the profits are so aplenty, but Saradomin must be on our side today, and he's giving us the strength to flip these items back and forth, and that's what I like to see. Thank you, Saradomin. Gosh, what a great guy. Dude, my whole like stream layout over here on my second monitor keeps like crashing. It keeps telling me that everyone's leaving the chat and everyone's like not in here. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Geotic says, oh, hello, Sierra. Good to see you, Geotic. Thank you for stopping by, man. Hopefully you are enjoying the stream today, and leave a like if you are. The profits have been crazy. Honestly, really good profits today. I did not expect this. Did the microphone fall out? Are we good? Hello? Earth to the mothership? I don't think we're getting any more tormented bracelets, man. I think that is definitely killed and gone here. Hold on, I gotta see if this music is working. There we go. Geotic says, way ahead of you, like given. Thank you, man. Do appreciate it. Of course, I hope I deserved it as well. No, I think the mic's good. I think the mic's good. Don't trick me, man. Don't trick me. Hey. Michael Panda, don't play any tricks on me. I'm just a small streamer, man. If you put me in a bad situation, I'm gonna panic. Now, we also, let's see, we need to get back into the flipping, guys. Let's see if we can find something else that's pretty decent here. Jesus, thank you, man. Do appreciate it. Let me think. We could try, this is one I've been doing recently, actually, and I don't think we're going to have a ton of success with it on the live stream, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Now, it is the Vial of Blood. This has been a recent item that I've been flipping. I've heard about it in the past. It's definitely not an easy item to flip, so let me tell you, if you have a smaller cash stack or a low flipping experience, do not flip this item because it is extremely risky. But I have been trying to flip it recently to see if I can make any good margins on it, and we're seeing if it's going well. Dragon Warhammers, Liam, great suggestion. Also, the Dragon Claws, we haven't done those as well. Thank you for that suggestion. Oh, I needed a little bit of help on that. I was having a brain freeze. Pretty good margin on the Dragon Warhammers here today. Let's go ahead and get a few of these listed here. We'll do 7 of those. We'll list them. Let them do their thing. Ice-T stopping by. He says, hey, it's going good. A 3 mil profit. Yes, Ice-T, it is going fantastic today, man. We are doing incredible numbers on the exchange today. And thank you guys for tuning in, honestly. I appreciate it, man. We're just at that 3 mil profit mark, though. We got to break through that. And I think we're going to cycle out of those imbued hearts as well. And maybe we'll get the Dragon Claws going. The Dragon Claws earlier today, for some reason, they were trading extremely fast. I wasn't getting a huge margin on them. I was getting about 100k per Dragon Claw, but again, trading extremely fast. Pretty good margin on them still, I would say. And we'll hit these for the second time today for their advertised 100k margin. Hopefully it is a quick flip as well. Now we're just under the 3 mil mark now because of that check. So anyway, look at, we got checked on the freaking stamina potions that I didn't notice. That is a shame. We'll put something else in its place here. Wow, looks like the stamina potions went crazy there. We're actually going to cycle out of the stamina potions, and we're going to flip their counterpart, actually. We're going to do the Amethyst Crystal next. See if we can get a good flip on that. Ooh, very solid flip right there. We're going to go ahead and try to get the limit of those. I don't know if that's going to hold. I don't think that price is super believable. And let's try to flip these Stabs of Light as well. If we can actually sell these off, it's going to be a very decent profit. Try the Zamorakian Spear. We're going to leave the Hasta in for now, Mike LaPanda, and then maybe we'll cycle to the Spear afterwards, man. Dylan Brent says, hey SierraTube, wondering who you think the best waifu in RuneScape is. Me personally, I think it's the old man with the party hat in Draenor, cute as F. What? What? Anyway, he is someone I would not like to see without any clothes on. Anyway, best RuneScape waifu? It definitely Neve. Like, come on, it's not even a question, guys. Neve, rest in peace, you know? Like, I would visit her grave in real life if I could, man. Adam Holman, good to see you, man. He's stopping by. He says, I managed to flip 4 Justiciar sets for 2 mil each yesterday. Wow, dude. That is incredible. So basic? What? My opinion is my opinion, man. Gaotic says, what would you recommend for overnight flips? I tried your 1-hour flips with Ranars, which actually worked great. Gaotic, yeah, I told, dude, aren't those, the Grimy Ranars like the perfect passive flip? They're actually amazing. But anyway, he's asking for overnight flips. So I'm assuming you want to do similar high volume items. Now, items that I typically like to do overnight that are high volume are actually these Amethyst Crystal right here. I like to do those. Any herb is pretty much good, and you can kind of choose which herb you want depending on how much money you have to put into flips. So if you have a little bit more money, you might want to do something like Torstals. If you have less money, maybe something like Cadentine or something like a similar herb. Also, we're not having a lot of price action on these hostas, so we'll back out of that. But anything high volume is honestly really, really good. Typically, I don't flip a lot of high volume, so my recommendations might be a little bit rusty. But that being said, let me think. Like, I used to do magic logs in the past, which didn't have a huge margin, but were pretty easy to do overnight. You could do magic longbows, longbows. Those would be good high volume overnights as well. You could do any potion, really. You can do consumables, so like sharks, I used to do those overnight all the time. Mana rays as well. Monkfish were good too. Monkfish were a little bit more stable, so they were extremely easy to hit overnight. But anyway, I could give you maybe some better item recommendations offline, Gaotic, if you want as well, within our Discord group. Just on the spot right now, I can't really think of too many besides that. I'm still laughing at this waifu comment. Anyway, Mega Brevet says spoilers. Oh, that is true. Now, see, we used to have Neve, now we have Steve, man. And Steve, he's just not the same. Let's see. John Vegas says, where do you think most of your money comes from? Active flipping, passive, or longer investments? I would say most of my money probably comes from passive flips. It's probably almost about it's probably more active. It's probably 60% active, and that's because of these streams they add on to my other active flipping that I do. It's probably active, then I would say passive, but it's like a 60-40 split. I rarely do investments because I don't have enough money to do an investment properly to where I can make an investment and still continue to put on stream content like this. So I typically avoid doing investments at this point in time. Now, once I have a little bit more money, I will be definitely more comfortable to do investments, and we'll definitely try to do more like longer term, longer frame stuff. But for now, I don't really think I want to do too many investments, and I'm definitely not pulling in a lot of money from investments. Stonks says Citizen23, also known as Lord Guthix. Geotic says, well, I need to get up from my bed again and try that. Oh, no, man. Go to sleep. If you guys need sleep, you gotta go to sleep, man. If you're not well-rested, then how are you gonna be well-rested? Wait. I think I'm not well-rested. I was gonna say, if you're not well-rested, then how are you gonna watch the stream tomorrow? But there's no stream tomorrow, so... Big brain, guys. 200 IQ brain. Kyle Carpenter says, I'm so pumped to listen as I do bone running. That's awesome, man. Do you do bone running a lot? It's probably a good GP an hour, man. That's a great moneymaker for someone that's recently getting into the game or recently doing an account recovery. Is some of those bone running and like rune running. Those are great moneymakers. I should honestly do videos on those because they're those things that they're not skill requirements. They're just things you have to do actively in the game, but you can do them on a level 3 and make tons of money. So, oh, I think we just got a follower, but I missed who it was, and I can't read it. Oh, here it is. Samuel Lake has subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the flipping team, Samuel Lake. Thank you for subscribing, man. There's so much good content on the channel for you to enjoy, man. And, of course, if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack, Samuel, let me know. I would love to help you out, man. You can flip while sleeping, no XP waste, and you're healthier. Friggin' word, says Adam. The reason I love flipping is because the more money you make, it's like this. Like, flipping, money making is like this, okay? The more money you make, the more money you have, the more money you can make, right? Can't speak today. Hey, Zeus, thank you for the subscription, man. Welcome. I thought you would have been subscribed, man. I'm offended. Kidding, of course. Welcome to the team, man. I love flipping by watching your older videos and bone running. I mean, we have over 170 live streams here now on YouTube, guys. So if you are like looking for item ideas while you flip, literally go watch any of those live streams. I'm sure every item that we flip in those live streams is, you know, still within the game and still be able to be flipped, right? I forgot. Sorry. It's okay, Jesus, man. I forgive you. I forgive you. Welcome everybody to the stream today. We're gonna let things go for a little bit longer here today. We're gonna try and get one more flip going. Try the sharks. We'll do something really easy. And yes, I do Zalwar scales with max cash, okay? That would make a good t-shirt, like I said earlier. I'm not gonna make a t-shirt for that. Someone can take that. Someone can take it, and I don't need any royalties on it. But you heard it here first. I wanted to do these sharks, but the margin on them is really not worth it for us. Again, I do like showcasing items that everyone has access to and everyone can go ahead and flip, but I really just do not think that's going to be worth it for us today. I'm trying to think of something a little... Oh, you know what we can do? Let's do the magic seeds next. That'll be a good one to do. Magic seeds and any kind of seed in general, super competitive flip. That being said, the margins on these things are really, really good sometimes. Typically, magic seeds and Ranar seeds, sometimes you can get upwards of 1k margins on those, which is really fantastic. The limit is a lot lower, though. You're only going to be able to buy 200 of those every 4 hours, so it's a little bit lower. Anyway, guys, if you are enjoying the live stream today, please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I'm always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy, so hopefully you do enjoy it. Sounds like Behemoth, dude. I'm not trying to sound like him. Ancestral stuff, hats are pretty safe and usually cheap. Oh, we should do the hats as well. I did someone else recommended the hats earlier, I think, but I forgot to flip them. Clipped, now you can't sue me when I make bank on those t-shirts. Just kidding. Just take me out to dinner or something, man, okay? That's good enough. Kyle Carpenter says, I genuinely love the live vids because of your good vibes and positive energy you put off. Such a great dude. Kyle, man, you're making me blush, dude. Thank you, though. I do appreciate it. I try to be in good spirits here on the stream because everyone's got to work all day, okay? And everyone gets home, they get on their computer, they've got a limited amount of time to go ahead and enjoy some content. And if they pick my content, like, that means a lot to me, dude. So, I like to have a positive environment here. We just have a great time every time we're on stream. I love chatting with you guys, and yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, dude. We have a limited time on this earth, so let's spread the positivity. And if you like video games, then let's play some video games, man. Let's make some bank, and I will be the one to guide you through the darkness when it comes to money making. So we're gonna go sometimes these like tangents I go off on, just like I physically, my brain is like just laughing at myself. Guide you through the darkness. So funny. Lewinteg with the heart, of course, man, of course. Good vibes all around, man. Oh man, I don't think we're gonna list another item here today, guys. I think we're gonna let that go for now here. Let's see, I'm gonna try and sell the rest of these items in the extra slots that we do have. Let me see here. Let's get these Armadillo chest plates going. We sat on those for way too long. I should have been paying a little bit more attention to that. That was my bad. Oh, by the way, for those of you who saw the challenge video that I put up today, how did you guys like the challenge video? Is that something you guys want to see more of in the future? I've got plenty of challenge ideas that we can actually do. Like, when I say challenge videos, I mean flipping challenges. I mean, we can do, like, money-making challenges and stuff, too. But did you guys like the challenge video today? I know it was a little bit long. Ideally, in the future, we're looking to get those videos down to about 15 minutes. 15, not 50. 15 minutes, so you guys, it's a little bit less like blank space, and more like content, more like on concise commentary, because on video sometimes I ramble on a little bit, so I do apologize for that. But if you guys saw the flipping challenge, let me know what you thought of it, because honestly, like, I really like flipping those videos, so, or recording those videos. God, the commentary gets tough sometimes. We're just waiting for a couple of these items to go ahead and sell, guys. We actually are going to turn around and sell some of these amethyst crystals as well. Longer videos are great. Good content during the grind. Tony, I will take that into consideration. There's definitely going to be long form videos too. I mean, we've got a million live streams on the channel for you guys to enjoy. I mean, we have, what, 170... at least 170 past VODs of these live streams that you can enjoy. I don't recommend starting at the first one. Just go back, like, maybe, I don't know, halfway through or something. You can go back farther than that if you want, but the first live stream, I was making, like, cannonballs or something. It was so funny, man. Ice-T says, I'm off to bed. I cannot wait for the 24-hour stream. Yes, the 24-hour live stream, guys. I will schedule that on YouTube again today. I'm going to do that literally right after I wrap up the stream here. And basically, again, I'm promoting this 24-hour live stream really hard because I want you guys to stop by. I want you to say hi, and we're just going to spread good vibes all around on that stream. But regardless, the 24-hour live stream is going to be a stream where I make as much money as I can in 24 hours. Again... I'm not going to be try-harding the whole time and trying to make literally every single coin that I can, but everything that we do in that live stream is going to be related to money making. So we might be doing some flipping at one point. Another time we might be doing some KBD, or we might be doing some Black Dragons, Slayer, Vorkath, Zulrah, literally anything as long as it's profitable. That is what we're going for. Seratube is like my Netflix series. I can't wait for it weekly. Yo, we're better than a Netflix series, dude. We come at you 4 days a week. We've been coming at you recently. Whoo-wee. That's a lot of streaming. Yeah, see you later, Ice-T. Thanks for stopping by, man. Giotic says you should challenge some other streamers to money-making challenges. They have to PK more money than you can flip with the same amount of money. Winner gets the profits. That's actually a great idea. That way we can challenge people, like, outside of this, like, flipping community that we have, because typically, if you're subscribing to my channel or you're checking out my content, you're probably interested in how to make a quick buck, a quick coin, or just become a very wealthy RuneScape player. And there's no problems with that. My audience, it's very limited. But yeah, I would love to do some like PKing, or not PKing content, but some other content with some other RuneScape players, some other streamers, literally anything. Like, I'm very open to collaboration. Sometimes it's hard to find the time, and I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to collaborations. Like, I need to be on board with the idea 100%. Tex Nunley Beat says, we get money, baby. That's right, man. That being said, guys, we are at a 4.1, basically a 4.2 mil profit here, but we will be wrapping up the stream here, guys. 47 people in here. Thank you, everybody. This is crazy. We're getting so many more viewers on the channel recently, and the live stream numbers have been insane. I cannot wait for the 24-hour money-making live stream. That is going to be the most insane thing that I've ever done as far as streaming goes, and potentially one of the most iconic things in my entire life, as sad as that is. But anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy the stream today. Please leave a like if you did. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I'm always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy, so hopefully you do enjoy it, and of course other money making content and guides as well. And on top of it all, be sure to join us on Discord with the link in the description below. We would love to have you in our Discord group. It's basically a flipping Discord group, so everything related to money making or flipping items in old school RuneScape, regardless of if you're a beginner or an experienced flipper, we would love to have you in that group. Anyway, guys, 4.1 mil in profit on this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Drop a like, and I'll see you all next time. Now I gotta end the stream.